open for 13 hours. Uh, Lynn did quite a few home deliveries with the coffee, so that's okay. Takeaway coffee. Yeah, yeah, that's what it's like here. Most of the people that come to karaoke here work. Um, I would say the average age would be about 35 to 40 years old. Uh, we very rarely get young people. Young people aren't into karaoke, but yeah, but it's okay. Loves it. Bye bye, Dean. Go and sing. Bye bye. Yeah, mate. Yeah.
Hello, teacher, and hello. I forget your name. Sorry.
Yeah. Den. Just call me Den.
Yeah.
D-N. Den.
How
Den.
are you
Yeah.
today?
How are you today?
Everything is fine. Everything okay. How about
Yeah.
you?
Uh, quiet day. Rained most of that day in the uh, quiet day in the coffee shop. Sunday, I can't go to the gym. Uh,
Oh,
the gym's closed on every Sunday,
mhm.
but that's okay because my wife normally has a lady that works during helps her during the week, and she has Sunday off, and I work in the coffee shop, so it's okay. Easy
Yeah.
day today. Yeah, nothing exciting. Uh, Spoke to quite a few of my students and that kind of thing. That
Mm-hmm.
was all. Yeah. So what did you do today?
So this morning I have to learn my lesson for Mr. Robert. He
Oh,
sent
okay.
he sent the lesson for me, so I have to dump the lesson. So then I sent to him and he checked. So he checks my lesson, which one is wrong, which one is okay. She asked me, and I have to return for him. And so afternoon I go to the supermarket and then I buy some fruit to anything something to cook for my dinner.
Oh, that's good. Do
Yes.
you like to cook? Do you
Uh,
like to cook?
yes, I like, but now I live alone, but I'm more a little bit lazy to cook.
Yeah. I'm lucky. Normally, I go to the gym in the morning, and then I go to a large cafe and eat breakfast there, and then my wife always cooks lunch, so that's good. Today was only simple food. We just had eggs and vegetables and a bit of rice, bit of kum, nothing complicated.
Okay,
Y-
so you are so sometimes you are so cool for your wife or just your wife cool. Um,
Uh, Sometimes I cook if she's busy. I cook, but normally she cooks. Yeah, during the day, I only cook simple food. We have a air fryer. An air fryer. You put the chicken in, set the timer, and it bell
oh,
rings, and it's cooked, and everything like that. It's
okay.
the fryer is a lot more healthy than frying chicken in oil,
Uh,
and it cooks it great. Easy, easy. Yeah.
mm-hmm. It's easy.
Easy for a lazy old man.
Yes, but yeah, easy.
And
And
did Robert say you went okay today?
sorry, I went.
You said you did a lesson with Robert this morning. Did Robert say you went okay?
Yes, okay.
Okay, that's
Yes,
good.
yes, thank you. And so how many year you and is like your wife and your how many year you have been together?
We've we met 8.5 years ago in Hanoi,
Mm-hmm.
and we've been married for 6 years and 4 months. 6 years
Oh,
and 4 months. Yeah, I got married. I I got married here in Vitan. Vitan is her hometown. Um, and then we got married in the May, and then we went over to Australia, and we got married in Australia in November the 5th.
okay.
Yeah, so nearly 6 years ago for that too. So I have two wedding certificates.
Uh-huh.
So yeah, but I was married before for 42 years to my
Mm-hmm.
Australian wife, and
Yes.
yeah, for certain reasons, we we got divorced, and I decided we basically got divorced because I wanted to come and live in Vietnam,
Mm-hmm.
um, because in Australia there's so much pressure, so much everything is all about money.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
Yeah.
and everything is I know most of everything in Vietnam is about money as well, but over there it's big money all the time. Like
Mm-hmm.
for a young couple to start off to buy a house in Australia now, it would be 800 to $1 million for a
Wow.
young couple. Um,
Yeah. That's
you've got to realize every week we go shopping and we spend uh, $200 in the supermarket. Everything, everything is so expensive. Like
oh
uh,
yes.
like meat and vegetables. Vegetables are about 8 times the price or 10 times the price in Vietnam.
Yes.
Um, uh, I I like living in Vietnam, in my area here in South Vietnam. Um,
Yes.
there's so much tropical fruit. Um, this is an agricultural area. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
so many, of course, so many rice fields, but also, yeah, we grow mangoes, mangosteens, yeah,
Oh, nice.
bananas, pineapples, everything. Yeah,
Wow.
everything. A lot of corn. They grow. A lot of the rice farmers have taken their rice fields away and planted corn because
Uh-huh.
if they can make 300% more profit
Wow.
out of corn, um,
Mhm.
yeah. But where we are, they normally get um, 3 crops of rice per year. So yeah, but it's basically an agricultural a- area. There's a lot of government buildings and that kind of stuff. Like everything in Vietnam is paperwork, government paperwork, no matter what you do. Um, like um, we've got a lovely 3 bedroom house. It's got um, 2 shower rooms. My wife's the downstairs bedroom has got an ensuite, got 2 entertainment areas. But as a foreigner cannot own land in Vietnam. Okay, okay.
Yeah.
So everything is done in my wife's name. Okay, yeah, yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, yeah. It is like my motorbike. I can't buy a motorbike. I can't buy a motorbike. Lynn had to buy the motorbike in her name. Everything. The government has control of everything in Vietnam.
Yes.
The only thing it doesn't have the control of is the air that I breathe. Everything else, they got control of it. It's yeah. Air is free, mate. Air
Yes.
is free, Rob. Yeah, yeah, but no, I really love living here. I've got a great lifestyle because I can do anything I want at any time. I just Robert knows I get on my motorbike and go for a motorbike a couple of times a week. I've got great students. Most of my students, I've only got one male student at S2S, but I've got, at the moment, I've got 8 girls and they're all 16 or 17 years old. Uh, s- um, 4 of them go to the gifted high school. Gifted high school, the students are at a higher level and everything like that. Um, the normal high school, yeah, you get with education, you get what you pay for, and the gifted high school's great, but this I've taught many students from the Vitana High School, but um, they don't seem to have the motivation and drive that the gifted students do. Most of my students, it's kind of a sad situation really because I teach my students English and then when they get good, then they leave and they go to Saigon to study in university. So it's okay. Like Robert, is the same situation. He helps his students to a certain level, and hopefully in the future they can go on and be better education and get more money and everything like that. Yeah, yeah.
Thank you, Miss Day.
Okay, okay,
Next
love.
time. Yes.
Talk to you next time. Oh no, not
Hello.
that woman, not that woman.
Why not me? I
I'm
haven't
only
seen you for
joking.
a long time.
I'm only joking with you. Let me see. Let me put my glass on so I can see if you're beautiful today. Wow, you're
Oh,
really beautiful today. Oh my God.
thank
Yeah.
you. Thank you so much.
How was your
We
day?
oh, today is a long day. My family have a lot of things today. You know,
Oh, okay.
we decided to build a new house this year. So we
Yeah,
have,
yeah.
something to do with the government, everything. Yes,
Everything is with the government. When you build a house,
yes,
oh my
yes,
God,
of
they're
course,
so
yes,
strict. Yeah, but
yes.
but I think okay, they are so strict about everything. But in many ways, I think that is a good idea because
Mhm.
um, I know there's so many rules and regulations and so much paperwork. I've never seen so much paperwork in my whole life. Um,
Mm.
uh, when we got married, the paperwork and the mucking around and that, and then we had to meet a government official at a cafe shop, pass money under the table. Then they say, "Oh, oh, we can arrange your marriage certificate straight away." But
Yes. Okay.
that went on for 8 weeks. 8 weeks. They oh no, you haven't there they kept on saying, there's a mistake in the paperwork, you've done something wrong. I don't know nothing about it. It's all in bloody Vietnamese. Oh my God. Nan's reading it and the
Yes.
daughter's reading it and they're trying to work it out. And then we end up meeting in a coffee shop and giving the guy money under the table. And straight away,
Oh.
straight away, the guy says, "Oh, the paperwork's perfect now." Bloody criminal!
I see.
Bloody
I see.
criminal!
Oh, yes.
You know what it's like here. What? How many bedrooms will your house have?
Just one bedroom first. I think so because I think in the future we will have more bedrooms, but
Yeah.
now it's just one bedroom.
Okay. A
Yes.
couple of my students I teach around here, they only have one bedroom, but their daughter is 6 years old, and in the future they hope to put on one more room so she can have her own bedroom. When your son is older and that, you've got to try and have a bedroom for him,
Yes.
so he's got his own privacy.
Yes.
And when he goes on further at school, he wants to study by himself and everything like that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
We're lucky.
Yes.
You
Because
talk to me.
yes, because I wanted to grow some plants such as grass, everything. I mean vegetable or fruit first. In the future, I can build more room, but not now because I want to grow some plants and flowers. Yes.
Yeah. I've got heaps of beside my house. I've got heaps of. I'll send a photograph to you. I've got heaps of plants, and we've got a mango tree growing, and all different kinds of plants. And I've got many fish in different bowls in my fish bowls. I've got 3 downstairs and 2 upstairs. I love fish. I've always loved them because I cannot have a dog. I'd love to have a dog, but when you got a coffee shop, you can't have a dog.
Yes,
Racing
I
around
see.
everywhere. So,
Yes.
but no, everything's great. I think if this house cost me, I think it was 1,700,000,000.
Oh,
Yeah,
1,700,000.
1.6.
Oh,
Yeah,
yes.
yeah. Because it's when I paid for the house before we got married. Okay, the the house had just started construction when we got married. So the house is good. We've had recently we had a leak in the roof and a couple of minor problems. That's going to cost about, I think, 20 million to fix it all up. There's a problem with the roof and the paint. We've got to get the walls repainted and everything like that. But
So how many bedrooms does your house have?
3 bedrooms.
Oh, 3 bedrooms. Oh, nice. Oh,
Three bedrooms. I'm in my daughter Jung's bedroom. And we've got the large bedroom. bedroom next door, and we've got a large bedroom downstairs. The bedroom downstairs has got an ensuite. It's got the ensuite has a bath in it and a toilet downstairs. But I think that kind of money was about 125,000 Australian dollars. Okay, but
Yes.
Australian dollar is a lot weaker, a lot lower in value than the American dollar. But you know, I feel heartbroken in many ways that young people in Australia now have to pay $800,000 to $1 million to buy a house, and there's very little amount of houses available to buy. The government has just, Australian government has just committed $10 billion to build 3,000 homes. But in Australia, it's a completely different world. I cannot compare one country to the other when it comes to houses, because our house, I don't know the size of your house, but our house is 5 meters wide, and it is 26. I think it's 26 meters long.
Oh,
So,
really? Oh,
yeah.
yes.
So
It's a big house. I think
yeah,
so.
big house, and at the front we have the entertainment area downstairs. That's where we have the coffee shop. Yeah, it's it's a good house, but my house is joined. There's 4 houses joined in a row. My house and then 3 other houses are built beside it. We all have a common wall here. Okay. This wall,
I see.
this wall is common. We got fancy ceilings. See the ceiling up here? Yeah. So yeah.
Oh, I
So
see. Yes.
yeah. It's a good, comfortable home. It would be my home in Australia. The front of the property was 24 meters wide, and then it was 148 meters long. So
Yes.
large property in Australia. All in Australia, all the properties are big and the houses are big and everything like that. But
Yes. Yes.
the
So
cost
how many? Yes. So how many house do you have in Vietnam? How
you
many
say again,
house? How many
one house.
house do you have?
One house in Vietnam. I had 2 houses in Australia before. Okay. I
Oh,
had one house in the city, and then I had one house up the Central Coast, which was which was 100 100 kilometers north. Okay. So we had a 2-bedroom house up the coast, and in Sydney we had a 3-bedroom place. But yeah, I worked hard to pay my houses off.
yes.
Because it was just the way it was. I always that's what my wife always said to me, Dan. Your work is your life. Okay, everything was
Yes.
my life. All I worried about was my work all the time. And so we separated over many different reasons, because that kind of thing, but I couldn't be happier in my whole life than what I am now. Do you
Yes.
you know, in Australia, I would not have the opportunity to talk to a young lady like you. It's
Oh,
completely different. It's
really?
completely different. No, no,
Why?
no. That is
Why?
for sure. Because young, see, in Vietnam, everything in Vietnam is like you. Everything is about your family, your parents, your grandparents. I don't know if your grandparents. Everything is about your family. But in Australia, okay, so in Vietnam, there's not that much of a generation gap because, you know, you've got your child, there's you, your parents, and everything else. You have that close connection. But young people in Australia, say 18 or 20 years old, don't want to talk to old people. No?
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Oh my God.
no, but that's what I'm saying. It is a completely different attitude of culture. And
Yes.
you might be surprised by that, but that is the way it is. Normally, now you have the children and the parents. Once we get married, we go our own way in
Mm.
a lot of ways. I'm so fortunate that my brother and sister go and see my mother all of the time.
Oh,
And
nice.
my other sister, she's in Tasmania, which is a big island off the bottom of Australia, completely different. Yeah, so
Oh, nice.
yeah,
Oh my God. Oh,
yeah.
so
You know,
yes.
yeah, it's just completely different. I could never go back to Australia. Okay, I could never go back because there's a big difference here. Okay, like young people like you treat me with respect here. Okay,
Oh no.
so
Oh
so
no.
no, but what I'm saying to you, uh, when I was in Hanoi, quite often I travelled by bus, and young people would jump up straight away and say, "Please sit down here." In
Yes.
Australia, the young people would remain seated and let you hang on to the
Oh
pole
my
on the
God.
train and that because there's they're not built up with the same kind of honor. I don't honor's not the
Yes.
respect. Okay, they're not
Yes.
grown up
I
with the
see.
same
Yes.
respect. It's
Yes.
completely different.
Yes.
Okay, bye bye,
Thank you
love.
so much. Bye bye. See you next time.
Good luck with your house.
Thank you.
Yeah, she said that. Yeah, go to Da Nang. I've got some friends in Da, Da Nang, and I can go to Hoi An, and I should go and see her. Yeah. I'm here. Hello, handsome man. How are you today?
Yeah, today I'm okay. And you, how are you today?
Yeah,
Today I'm today in Ho Chi Minh City. Rain big.
yeah. We had we we had big rain and lots of lightning here. It was very
Mm,
very loud, and yeah. It was it absolutely bucketed down. It was a terrible storm. But the 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 ground here is a lot of it's very sandy, and the water disappears quickly into the ground and that. And yeah, but in Ho Chi Minh, the streets flood and yeah, it's terrible.
Yeah.
Did you work today? Did you?
Today on work, and I I go home
What?
8 p.m.
Oh,
Yeah,
you went home at 8 p.m. So you've
yeah.
only just got home. Wow.
I'm
How many hours
and
did you work today, mate?
8 hour. Yeah, I'm working
8
hour.
hours. Do you normally normally work 8 hours every day?
No, 1 week I just work 5 day and 2 day I'm stay home.
Uh,
Yeah.
yeah. Oh, that's okay. Z- Z- do you have a lunch break in the middle of the day? Do you stop to eat food in the middle of the day?
Uh, yeah. I'm, I I usually learn in mm, uh, about
Do you?
2 hours. Yeah,
Oh, okay. You have a 2-hour break in the middle of the day.
yeah.
Huh?
And do your house in the Vietnam have the garden?
Yeah, I've got
Actually,
a garden. I've got a garden at the side and uh upstairs upstairs here I've got I think 4 bonsai plants. I like bonsai trees, little bonsai trees. I like that. I'm into that. Um, um, we're pretty lucky. We've got a young guy that comes around and he helps in the garden, and we just give him a coffee, and sometimes he goes out singing karaoke with my wife. He's a lovely young man, lovely young
yeah.
Vietnamese man. Um, he's very
Actually,
friendly and everything. He tries to speak a little bit of English, but it's just not working. That's
I
okay. I don't care. I don't care. He's. I think he could be my best mate down here. Um, uh, 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 yeah, he's a friendly young guy. Anything we want done around the house, uh, he helps. I give him a little bit of money to help him along. But no, no, he's very very good. He's 35, but he hasn't got a girlfriend. I don't know what's wrong. Yeah, but no, okay.
rất là thân thiện.
Yeah,
Yeah, I see they in Australia, every house also had a garden. They like uh, they like họ thích cái bãi cỏ xanh này, nói sao thầy?
yeah. Many,
Green lawn.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. I think our house in Australia was about 12 meters back from the road, and we had a green lawn, and we had a
Green
garden.
lawn.
We had a fence at the front, and we had a garden at the front, and in the back, I grew vegetables and things like that. But got to realise a lot of Australian homes have a swimming pool in the backyard, which is, to me, a swimming pool is a waste of time because you can only use it in summer, and then you've got to keep putting chemicals into it and paying for the water to circulate all the time. And the electricity bills in Australia, some electricity bills, $1,500 or $2,000 per year for electricity. Like my electricity here, I think last year it was 1,200,000 was my electricity bill. But you've got to remember, we're paying electricity for the coffee shop. When we have karaoke, it's normally up to 2 million. But that's nothing. That's that is such minimal money. Yeah. And like the water bill just came in for this month was 320,000 for the water bill for the month. Oh my God. In Australia, yeah, in Australia, $1,000 a year for the water bill. No, everything's crazy. They think, well, it's great. Yeah, in Australia, people can make big money, great big money. $1,500 per week, but you need that kind of money to have the lifestyle people have in Australia. It is bloody ridiculous, and it's so different. Like in Vietnam, people work all year round. Okay, you work 12 months of the year. In Australia, if you work for a company, you get 4 weeks holiday. If you work for the government, you get 6 weeks holiday per year on full pay. No, sorry, I made a mistake there. When you are on holiday, you get paid 20% more on your weekly wage because you're on holiday. You need extra money to have fun with your family. Bloody hell! What kind of country is this? Yeah. Yeah. In Vietnam, if you want to have a holiday, you've got to have time off work, but you don't get paid money for it. No. Oh, yeah. Doesn't work that way in Vietnam. No.
Được, nhưng mà ít little money when I free day. I know working, but little money. Yeah.
I know, mate.
Government cũng trả tiền bảo hiểm nhưng mà ít đó thầy à. Và khi làm công ty thì trong cái bảo hiểm đó nó vẫn trả tiền cho mình khi mình nghỉ ốm đau gì nhưng mà ít, không nhiều đâu. Nghĩ đi chơi đi.
Yeah, a big difference, Robert. A big difference in Australia and Vietnam is okay. In Australia, maybe I was getting paid $2,000 per week. Okay, this was at the end, but I don't get that. The government takes 45% in tax on my money. So 45%. Okay, if there's different tax levels. Okay, if you make small money in your work, you've got to realize that a person that works in a coffee shop in Australia now has to be paid $425 per week to work in a coffee shop. A young person starting out working in a coffee shop. A teacher working in Australia, first year teacher, starts on $80,000 per year. First year teacher. And after 5 years, they can go up to $120,000 per year. Okay.
Yeah,
That
I
is the
had to
minimum.
hear about it.
Yeah, it's terrible. It's a- absolutely bizarre. That's why, because then you get the. Oh, it's hard to go into money situation with you, but people which
In
are
Việt Nam,
unemployed. See, people in Australia, if they're unemployed, if they're not working, the government pays them good money not to work. It's crazy. If you don't work, you shouldn't get paid. Yeah. Everything's
uh,
crazy and bizarre, Yeah. So, like at times bananas can be $8 a kilo for bananas, and here we pay. I think I paid what 15,000 for 5 bananas or something. So
but my family also use everything of Australia.
yeah.
Because
Is it
my
your
wife sell many things Australia of Jamit Smart Supermarket.
yeah? Is this your baby? Your
Yeah,
baby is
yeah,
here. Yeah.
yeah, maybe.
Wow! Hello, baby. Your baby is
Hello,
beautiful.
hello, Mr. Nếm.
Hello, hello, hello.
Yeah, he,
Yeah, yeah,
he ring meal Australia. You know, meal after meal.
yeah, 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 yeah,
Yeah.
mate. Yep, yeah. I know. Yeah. Um, it goes both ways. Um, Vietnam imports a lot of stuff from Australia, and Australia imports things from Vietnam like seafood and yeah, all different things from Vietnam. Yeah. Hello, the baby can talk too. Hey, Dad. Hey, Dad. How you going,
He
Dad?
bring many meal in Australia.
Yeah, that's good. The
Yeah, he bring many meal in Australia. Yeah, he really so like it. Meal after meal. Yeah.
yeah, 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 yeah. That's for sure. Yeah.
Yeah, thank you,
Thanks,
Mr.
Steve.
Name. Thank you, teacher.
Okay, mate. Take care
Thank
of
you
your
very
son.
much. Yeah.
Hello, Mr. Morgan.
Hello everyone, hello Mr. Ren. How are you today?
Yeah, good, mate. Yeah, kind of a
Oh, great.
lazy day, raining
Yeah,
and coffee shop was quiet. What did you do today?
yes, I am. I am working at my office.
Oh, you're working on Sunday at your office.
Yes, I am Tomorrow I am working day shift and suddenly I should do last shift.
So what time will you finish work? What time will you
Maybe
finish work?
maybe 8 tomorrow at the morning. Tomorrow.
So you are doing the night shift?
Yeah.
Wow. I worked the night
Yeah.
shift for
Eight. Yeah.
I worked the night shift for a while and I hated it because I found that if I worked the night shift, I found it difficult to sleep during the daytime.
Yeah.
I don't know why, but yeah, it took me ages to fall asleep, and then I could only sleep for about 4 hours or 5 hours, and then yeah, was crazy. Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you get extra money for working the night shift?
Yeah. I think so.
So yeah, that's okay.
It a little.
Yeah, I know. In Australia, we got paid a little bit more for working the night shift. I think it wasn't a great deal. It was about
Yeah.
10 or 15% more in the
Yeah.
wages for
Yeah.
working at night. But because the guys would do printing during the daytime, and then we would come on at night and continue printing the work. So
Yeah. Do you
I
have
just kept on.
do you have been do last shift? To do last shift.
You say again, mate?
Do
You,
you have been do you have been to do night shift?
hey, Rob,
I mean, do you have been to do a last shift? Night shift.
a
You?
lesson.
Yeah.
I had lessons today. I taught today. Yeah. Yeah, it was okay. It was the rain was extremely bad today. Uh, I had one small lesson in the morning, and then a young student comes to my house at night this afternoon. Tu Lin came. She's only 6 years old, but
Yeah.
she's great fun for me. It's yeah. She, she calls me grandpa. Don't call me Dan.
Yeah.
Yeah. There you go, grandpa. So that's okay. No, it was yeah, the lesson this morning was only 1 hour, so it was
Yeah.
okay. Nothing nothing in particular. Just went to the center 1 hour, and yeah, most of the day I was in the coffee shop. Yeah. Nothing exciting, mate. Oh,
Yeah.
I'm very excited now because I'm talking to you. So that's okay.
Really?
Julie Nguyen, to everyone, this is I've got no idea what that is about.
Yeah.
It is
Maybe yeah.
handsome man handsome man online. So that's all you have to. So what do you do tonight, mate? What do you do? What do you have to do tonight?
I control on group control quality in my factory
Yeah,
at my company. Yeah.
yeah. You do like quality control.
Yeah. I am leader.
Yeah, okay. Well, that's great, mate. Yeah. Oh, in the
I
you're
think my job very impressed.
yeah. Is okay. As, as long as you're happy with what you are doing, and as long as you know what you're doing,
Yeah.
you know, I've always been tried to seek as much knowledge as I could, and experience experience many things, and like you have to keep an eye on what's going on, and quality control is very, very important.
Yeah. Maybe I think my job difficult the first time. Yes, the first time I do my job. I feel my job very difficult because I must understand standard and process. And
Yeah.
I think that moment very pressed is meeting at the morning.
Yeah. Okay. So when you so how many people would be working tonight
Mm,
in your company?
maybe I don't know. So